Hello, Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and well, per usual, on this good Wednesday morning. It is May the 7th, 2025, and it is 10:28 a.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. I'm feeling really good, by the way. I took the kids to school this morning, which I'd be really excited to take the kids to school. For one, it gives me a chance to get out of the house or whatever, and I'll be needing fresh air. And I don't have a car, so when my brother be here and I get to take the kids to school, I'll be excited or whatever. Speaking of, my brother gonna say, "What would y'all do if I went to jail? If you went to jail, for one, I'm gonna see what the fuck you in there for, and if I can get you out one way or another, I know who the fuck to call, and do I got access to the truck or not? And I know how to run the motherfucking house too, and still get my own shit." I wouldn't want my brother to go to jail anyway, but if you did have to go, just know that your shit wouldn't be fucked up if you left it in my hands. Now you leave it in the hands of everybody else, you might get fucked up. But anywho, I was saying that like shit. If my brother was to go to jail, I still wouldn't be depending on him. I don't depend on him now. The stuff that I be needing, if your motherfucking friends wasn't stealing, that's just like guilty by association. I don't be calling my brother a thief, but I know that his friends is. So therefore, tell your motherfucking friends to give me my goddamn money, or my kids need, and we need. But anyway, um, speaking of friends and stealing and shit, so much stuff is getting ready to come to the light. So much stuff is already coming to the light. Like, and I feel so good because I've been making videos. I got videos for on my Facebook page for years, but ever since 2020, I've been really making videos telling my story, really telling my story. Ever since like June 15th of 2020, I've been on this bitch. And nobody was believing me and shit. Even when I said I had to write the FBI, I went out to the FBI building in Clinton Township and everything. Nobody was believing me. And the people who knew that I was telling the truth were the people who was working against me. So now it's like this shit is going viral. People is really finding this shit out. I'm hearing phone calls after phone calls after phone calls after phone calls. Like, did you hear about such and such? Did you hear what Aaliyah said on YouTube? Did you hear what Aaliyah said on Facebook? Did you hear what she posted? Did you know so and so was her baby daddy? Did you know? Did you know? I'm hearing talk of the town. Like, Aaliyah, you're the talk of the town and the family. Whether mama side or daddy side, I don't fucking know because I don't talk to the family. But I'm hearing you're the talk of the town and the talk of the family. Did you know so and so stole Aaliyah money? Did you know this? Did you know that? And then they tried to say that she did this and did that. Did you know they said she was dead? Yes, girl, they got a fake death certificate on her and everything. But remember that time she made that video and she said Tiffany was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be at your funeral." Like you would never, Aaliyah would never commit suicide. She loved her kids too much. Them bitches was really planning my funeral. They tried them hoes, tried to take me out in Miami, like the fuck I said. And now them hoes owe up to the Illuminati. But anywho, I'm hearing shit is starting to hit the fan. I keep getting these notifications about Lily being absent from first hour, and I dropped Lily off at school. Now she might have been tardy, but she ain't absent. All five of my kids are at school. The three youngest ones should be at Flagship right here on Schoolcraft in Wyoming, and my other two should be at Nova in Oak Park. And speaking of, my kids' French teacher just called me talking about some, oh yeah, they're behind in French. Sir, I ain't trying to be funny. They should be at school in your class doing their work and shit. But everybody, I know the situation that my kids was going through and shit. And if they're behind in a little bit of French, I ain't even motherfucking worried about it. I want my daughter to graduate on time. Mira still got time to catch up on credit. Lily needs to graduate, and everybody else still got time to do whatever it is that they need to do. We speak English around this bitch. We do not speak French. I don't give a fuck at the moment. Okay. I want my kids to be done so they can go on with their lives. Let's want to get her a nice job or whatever she want to finish school, do what she want to do. Figure out if she want to go straight into college or if she want to just wait a minute. And that's the type of shit I want her to do. Like, no, no, damn. And I'm just calling the shots from here on out, and they need to get done. That's just that. And this is what happened. They say it costs to be the boss. I made a video recently and I said it costs to be the boss. I was crying and everything. I'm like, but it costs to be the boss. It costs to be the way that I am. Like that's why most people can't understand me. Like, how she lives, she don't got a job, she do this, she do that, she not scared of this, she not scared of that. No, I'm not. No, I am not. I got my headphones in, so I hope my video comes out good. I hate when I make a mistake and leave my headphones in and I push record, but I just got off the phone with the French teacher from the school, so I forgot to turn it off. And I don't got this one in because the dog ate it up. Can't have motherfucking shit. Damn, if can't have shit was the person, it's me. They want to take everything from me, and I still just be shining out in this bitch. That is so funny to me. But I'm hearing like, Aliyah, you about to get victory. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I take y'all to church. But and speaking of these churches, it's so much stuff that's about to come to the light, and I'm super excited. Like I can feel it in the air. I can feel it coming. Like I get ready, get ready for your blessing. I've been working hard, blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of tears, a lot of blood, and a lot of motherfucking sweat. Literally, I've been doing it. I've been doing it, and I'm proud. I feel relieved. I feel good. I'm not stressed out. Can't nothing stress me out right now. Can't nothing stress me out right now because God be telling me to stay chill, stay focused, stay chill, stay focused. Your kids protected, you protected. You ain't got shit to worry about, and your time is coming. Your time is coming. Like relax. I'm here waiting to exhale. Literally, like you about to finally be able to exhale. You don't got shit to worry about, Aliyah. So don't let people project energy on you. Don't let people try to make it seem like you're not going in the right direction or your intuition is off. I'm here. Your intuition is right on point. I got up and got dressed and everything. Well, threw on something to take the kids to school, but I ain't put my wig on for real. I just kind of like slapped it on my head and then threw this hat on. So it ain't really combed or brushed out or nothing. Excuse me, guys. It's a little rough. I'm gonna get up in a minute though and actually put it on and flat iron it and stuff like that and make it look nice, and then I won't have to have my hat on. I was supposed to be at the dermatologist this morning, but I told y'all about that yesterday in my video. How all of a sudden now they don't take my insurance and they canceled and I could never get the transportation for it set up or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not at my doctor's appointment at Pinnacle Dermatology in Livonia. I'm not there. I am not in attendance. So just in case a bitch want to come up in that motherfucker acting like he or she is me. Anywho, it's some good stuff about to go down. I'm hearing somebody about to get surprised. Like, am I about to get surprised? Like, I would be surprised if I get surprised because nobody ever surprised me, and I'm really not a good person to surprise because I ask a lot of questions because I don't be trusting people. But I'm hearing like somebody about to be able to surprise me. Like, how are you gonna surprise me? Hey, like, how are you gonna surprise me? I'm one intuitive ass bitch, but I don't know everything though, so I must definitely still be surprised. And the surprise would be nice. I hope it's a car or a house, shopping spree, some bands or some shit. Free band gang. That's what I'm hearing. Future. I don't know why I feel like Future watches me. Like I feel like Future tunes in to my videos under a fake page or something. I do, I just do. But I've been saying that for like 5 years. And D-Lo, but I just got introduced to D-Lo as far as like listening to his music last year. It's like boom, he just popped up on the scene and got this bitch jumping. Yeah, reminds me of myself. That's why I said I knew he was a little tenderoni like that, D-Lo. But I'm hearing bitch, I'm the biggest. And don't forget the realest, real money getting niggas. What? I got a powerhouse will come through on the moped and way too slippery out the pressure with your broke ass. That's my shit. But And I'm gonna be able to talk like that. You know how D-Lo got that other song too, like, bitch, I'm a millionaire. You can't just be talking to me like this or like that or whatever. Like I'm hearing millionaire status, millionaire celebrity status. I'm about to be millionaire and celebrity status. Damn, I got a knot in my hair. I hate that. That's because I need to take it off, comb and flat iron it out and everything. But yes, little bitch mind. Just bitch. I'm a drug. Anyway, um, I feel good. I took the kids to school, stopped at the grocery store so I could get me some chicken and come here and fry it. And I made some for Denzel, made some for myself. Oh, speaking of, I need to figure out what we eating for dinner today so that I can get that. Because I've been doing my grocery shopping day by day instead of trying to get a large amount at once. I just been going day by day by day, and I like it that way too. So I got to figure out what we eat today. Yesterday we ate chicken tacos because we didn't eat tacos for Cinco de Mayo. We ate them yesterday. On Cinco de Mayo we ate homemade chili cheese fries. They were really good to me. And I can't remember what we ate before that. Oh, we ate some fried salmon bites the night before that with some macaroni and some garlic bread. I had made some greens, but I didn't eat them because I didn't have no fresh greens. I only had some canned greens, and I didn't know that the canned greens was nasty as fuck. So I didn't eat those. But we had some salmon bites and some corn and some macaroni, some garlic bread, and something of that sort. So, I mean, we ain't been missing no meals. I just like eating shit that be like hot dogs and stuff. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's really, really good. And God is telling me to relax. And I'm hearing like people are still trying to test you, Aliyah, and project energy on you or just test your intuition like, oh, well, let's make her think she broke so we can see what she do. I don't think I'm broke. Bitch, I'm rich in spirit. You can never make me think I'm broke. I'm rich, bitch. I'm a real big time. Gator fools with the pimped out Gucci shoes. I'm gonna forever remix that now. I can't take that out of my head ever since I made the mistake and did that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling good though. My spirit feels good. I feel good. Um, my body feels good actually. I was talking about being bloated and needing to detox. I still haven't used my Epsom salt yet. And matter of fact, maybe I should because especially since they canceling up my doctor's appointments and shit. Maybe I should just go ahead and do it because it's gonna clear my skin right up too. But I just wanted him to look at it for the hysteria or whatever it's called, the overgrowth of the chin hairs. That's what I wanted to go to the dermatologist for. I know how to clear my skin up, but because of the hysteria, I have hyperpigmentation marks under here that is hard for me to get rid of because I can't. I need to get rid of the problem of the chin hair. But anyway, I wasn't really worrying about the stuff on my skin like right here because that'll clear it right up. Just washing my face every day and drinking water, clearing out my system and stuff, and putting on a nice lotion will clear my skin up. So I had an allergic reaction to something because I could need to detox and everything, like be constipated for days. My skin never breaks out like this. That's what I'm saying. I must have ate something or touched something or something that broke my face out and caused it to be inflamed and red and really irritated. Or I used something. I'm telling you, I put on some lotion or something that I shouldn't have. But I have very sensitive and delicate skin anyway. So I got tough skin, but I have sensitive skin. So yeah. That's what I was going for. And then I made me a dentist appointment for tomorrow, but transportation still is not working. I went to get the back of my teeth cleaned, get the tar and all the shit like that scraped off the backs of the teeth and shit like that, and then go from there. Mm, I wanted to go from there or whatever. And then after I went to my dentist appointment, I was going to see if I like the dentist and then schedule my kids' dentist appointment because that's what I usually do. I'll go to the doctor, see if I get like the vibe of the doctor and everything like that. And then if I do, then I'll furthermore schedule my kids. So I don't know. I need to make all of us some dentist appointments and all of us some eyeglass appointments. But you see, I'm always having a problem with transportation. And who about to be Ubering like that? I got 5 kids. Usually they only take 2 to 3 at a time. Who about to be Ubering like that when transportation is covered? I had seen some it was one of some person popped up on my YouTube timeline and she had shared a post that a lady had posted. I guess a black woman had made a post like white people was the worst creation or some shit like that or what some weird ass shit that nobody should have been saying in the first place or anything. But it was like down talking white people as a race. And then a white woman then furthermore clapped back at the white lady like, oh, but white people invented this, white people invented the government assistance that you live off of and blase splee. And then the girl who shared that though, she was like when the government or when white people clap back or something like that. And I found it to be very stupid for one, because you shouldn't even at this point in time you still looking at skin colors and shit like that in 2025. You know how they say you still hiding the fact that you're gay in 2025, or you still lying in 2025. You still a racist in 2025. Like, bitch, go kill yourself. As if that's the case. If you still a racist in 2025, something the fuck is wrong with you. But anyway, I was thinking about that shit, and she was like, "Well, so and so invented this. However, Madam T.J. Walker invented that Pressicum that you females use, or something like that." And that's so crazy to me. But it's like, first of all, the government created stuff like that you're talking about, like government assistance and shit like Medicaid and all that type of shit to keep people down. Not so much of a benefit. They try to make it seem like it's a benefit. It's really to keep people trapped in the matrix. Because if you had to let people have their free will to do what it is that they needed to do, they would have been able to do what they wanted to do, and you wouldn't have had to assist with shit. That's just like I was saying with my brother when he just said, "What would y'all do if I was in jail?" Well, if your people wouldn't have been stealing, we wouldn't need you to assist with shit. And that's how I feel about that comment. But then she goes to say, but Madam C.J. Walker created the Pressicum. And black people created electricity. Black people was forced over in a land that they were not born on. Black people created a lot of shit. And that's why white people wanted to steal them. You know what? That's why white people wanted to steal black people in the first place. So that was not a good clapback whatsoever. It wasn't even funny. And who the fuck is still racist in 2025? I love white people. I say it all the time. I worked for white people and not as a slave. And my favorite workers, like even me being a CNA and shit, my favorite workers, people who I worked for, my employees, they were white or either Chaldean or something. So I'm far from a racist. But like I done worked with white people. I done had all types of jobs. I done worked with white people, Arabic people, all types of shit. I'm far from racist. So I don't play that shit. But and black people invented a lot. And speaking of that, I'm always on YouTube, and YouTube is now showing the movie. Stop laughing. YouTube is now showing the movie Get Out for free on their platform, and I watched it last night. And in the movie Get Out, the white people were buying the black people and stealing their gifts. So watch what the fuck you be talking about, little bitch. Anywho, that's that. I also watched a movie last night after I finished watching Get Out, and it was called The Girl with All the Gifts. And it was about a black girl. She was an experiment on an army base. And I was telling this to my kids this morning, and I was saying this in a video recently, like the army is an occult. They be in all types of secret society bullshit. And the girl was an experiment with the army. They were like trying to find a cure for the disease that they called them the hungry or whatever. The zombies were called the hungry. They ate flesh basically. But they was trying to find a cure for that to get people to go back to their regular form and shit after they have been infected with some disease that was causing them to become like zombies or whatnot. And they wanted to experiment on the girl. I watched that last night. And for some reason, I was thinking about my old friend Tiffany. Her brother Ramirez. I was talking about him this morning for some reason, and I was talking about that movie, and I've been talking about the army lately, and people being experiment in experimental projects and shit, and they clone Tyrone, and how they say like certain cities they go experimenting on people and shit like that. It's so many movies now that's just information. So in the movie, the girl with all the gifts, she was basically like a test dummy, but she was smart. So it was a pretty straight movie or whatever. And I had happened to get an email yesterday from like the military recruiters that be at the high schools or whatever, and they're like, well, basically, I noticed that you have kids in high school, and we offer tuition payment and this, that, and the other. As long as once they finish school, they gotta dedicate 8 years to us. Yeah, no. Oh hell no. They better get some motherfucking financial aid and shit like all the rest of these hoes do. Grant scholarships and all that will pay for that shit. Don't know, ain't nobody about to get a no contract with the military, signing over their life for 8 years and shit. Hell no. Hell no. And no, it's not a guarantee that you'll be drafted or called into, but it's not a guarantee that you won't either. And who got time for that? Not a motherfucking body that came up out of my body. So yeah, we was talking about that this morning too before they had went off to school or whatever. Because my kids ain't going to the military. I mean, all the perks and benefits are nice, but it's a no. And plus, y'all give their mama their motherfucking money, and I pay for my kids to go to school. I can buy the school, can't I? Young lady and Ti, it's a banger. Anyway, um, we was talking about that, and even that was making me feel good. Like watching movies is confirmation that just keep on saying the things that I was saying, the things that I was saying, and it just lets me know that I beat the matrix. Like when I watched Get Out last night, I felt really good because I was talking about a few occasions where I was like paralyzed and couldn't move, but I could just see and hear and shit like that. It's like MK Ultra hypnotized and mind control and shit like that. People watching you through cameras and things like that. I've experienced that, and people didn't believe me. And in the movie Get Out, the man was going through that, and his friend was trying to get the authorities to go and look for him, and they was laughing at him. They didn't believe him. This man had to go save his own friend's life without the help of of an officer. Cut it out. So sometimes shit just be like that. And it reminds me of myself because I had to solve my own case without the help of an officer, without the help of the FBI, because everybody was laughing at me. They thought I was just young, dumb, and full of cum. But no. So, watching stuff like that be cool or whatever. I just need to watch They Clone Tyrone now because I'm pretty sure it's something in there that I need to pick up as well in the movie Us. They Clone Tyrone, Us, and Get Out. I've been talking about for the last couple of months, but I watched Get Out last night. Something right now is also telling me to watch Forrest Gump for some reason. I also been picking up on a lot of football players. Like somebody is a football player or something, and people is trying to take them for their gifts. And maybe that's another reason I was watching Get Out because in the movie Get Out, the guy had really good eyes. He was an artist. He was a photographer, and the other photographer who couldn't see no more wanted to destiny swap with him. These are movies that tell you about destiny swaps and MK Ultra clone and mind control and shit like that. So yeah, and how black people are really gifted. It's not just the melanin. It's not just our DNA. We carry the Eve gene, melanin, or it's our DNA, everything like that. And we are a unique race of people. But everybody got their own thing. That's where you find your niche. Like white people they were more educated than us. They're really smart. However, we got it out the mud. That's why we invent a lot. Um, then you got the Chinese people and shit. They good with growing the hair for us to buy. making the fake shit for y'all to do, your nails, your toes, and all that, makeup, all that type of shit, and all that. So cut it out. Every race got something that they good at, and everybody has something that they're good at. And some people just blessed to have be the girl with all the gifts. Some people just got a lot of gifts. They're good at everything. They're the Jackie of all trades, like myself. So yeah, I just feel really good. I feel really, 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 really good. And I feel like I'm about to be blessed. And like I'm about to be surprised and that, shit is just like really working out. But I don't know how I'm about to be surprised. I'm super geek to know what it's gonna be. Look at me trying to figure out a surprise. And I'm talking about I'm geek because I know I'm about to be surprised. That is crazy, but what is it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I don't know. But anyway, I feel good. I wanna go to the park. I was telling my kids that I wanna go walking or jogging or something. I said running. Lex come on, mommy, that's a bit much. You mean jogging? She's right. You know your mama, sis. You know your mama, because baby, I started running. I'm only do one half of a lap, not even the whole thing. So let me stop. But I do want to go walk. I want to go walking or jogging or something. Get some fresh air and stuff like that. So we shall see. Hello. No, you have the wrong telephone number. I'll hang up. Anywho, but feeling really good. Feeling really good. I feel good for my kids too. Like they so ready for this shit to be over with. They so ready for it to be the end of the school year and stuff like that. And I hope that from here on out we can just do what we want to do. My baby birthday is coming up on July 3rd, and I want to do something for him. So I need my motherfucking money. Y'all need to hurry the fuck up. And my birthday is on July 9th, and I want to do something for my birthday too. Everybody else living the fuck up off of us. The fuck. Let me not be able to do nothing for my birthday, and I'm gonna start manifesting y'all death dates sitting on my shit. What y'all up under there tearing up? My granddog and my nephew dog, I don't know if they worse than the kids or what. I'm telling you, they play all day. Even though my nephew came over here this weekend in Cairo, and he was so excited to see the dogs. He's like, "Oh my God, it's two of them! They're brothers!" He was so excited. It was so cute. That is so funny to me. Mm, mm, mm. I feel like it's different when you make it up in mud. Yeah, Future is about hear my energy. Hear my energy. It's in my energy. Damn, I need to make it to my dentist appointment tomorrow. I really want to get my teeth cleaned. I just do. Mm. I'm getting off here though with myself feeling great like this. Bought a brand new wrist and I can't wait to hold it up. Lord, they say this gonna be 75 degrees outside today. This is my type of weather. Not hot, not cold. Okay, last. I don't know. I'm about to find me something to do. Actually, what I need to do is pick up on my book. Even if I just like dedicate a few minutes to it. I believe I left off with me being in the fourth grade and going to Hubert Elementary, which I pretty much remember all the schools I went to. Um, I went to preschool and kindergarten at Coolidge Elementary, which was off of Plymouth by Longacre and shit, because we used to live with Denzel Daddy, and Denzel Daddy used to live on Longacre and like Elmira. Elmira! That's what I was yesterday. I took my kids to school, and there was an old lady outside the front of their school. And she was asking, I parked on the wrong side of the street so that my kids didn't have to run across the street. In Wyoming, I parked on the wrong side of Wyoming. I parked on the side of the street with the school, but I was facing the wrong way. But my children were late, so it was no cars there. So I happened to look over across the street, and it's an old lady begging for a ride. And the lady who she was asking for the ride, she said that she couldn't give her a ride. She had to go pick her sister or something up. And I was like, minding my business. Then she walked over to my brother's truck, and she's like, "Ma'am, can you help me? Can you help me? I'm 61 years old, and I um I need to get back home." And she has some keys in her hand. She's like, "I'll give you my keys and my cell phone, and they'll give you some gas money when you drop me off to them." I said no. I'm like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I gotta take my kids to school." Now everybody knows that I love old people. Love old people. And if I can do it, I will do it. But something told me not to pick this lady up. It was just a no. And speaking of watching the movie Get Out, the friend Rod who was telling him don't go to them people house in the first place anyway, he was like, he was working for TSA. And he was saying like they got mad at him for patting down the old lady the way that he did. He was like, but next thing you know, it'll be an old lady who will be a terrorist. You act like an old lady can't steal and kill and shit. And that's the vibe I was getting from this old lady. Like she had a little tear in her eye. She was like, "Man, I'm 61 years old and I need to get back home." I said, "Well, where do you live?" She said, "I live off on Elmira in 75." And I kept saying, "Elmira, I know that street." I'm like, "That ain't by 75." I said, "That's up in here, like off Schoolcraft or somewhere. Schoolcraft, Plymouth and shit." I'm like, "Elmira is up in here." So she must have meant like 96 instead of 75 or something like that. But I'm on Schoolcraft in Wyoming. How did you get to Schoolcraft in Wyoming from Elmira in 96? And where is the car that you said that you was driving? Why do you have these keys? And I don't want your keys in your cell phone. And I don't need nobody to give me no money when I pull up and drop you off. No. Hell no. It was just my intuition, my spirit guides was telling me no. But it's old people who will knock a motherfucker off. They'll be acting like they, and they be the main culprit and shit. And not saying that that's what her intentions was, but that's the vibe that I got. So I told her no, I wasn't taking her home because my kids could have been a little bit more late for school. They was already late anyway. But it's just something that I couldn't do it. She had on a bonnet and everything like that. But where's the car that you said you got out of? And how did you get down here? And Mari was like, "Mama, she probably got one of those diseases that make you forget, like dementia." I'm like, "She probably does, but I can't take her home." Like I took an old lady home before, um, from the dollar store, from the Family Dollar like that too. A couple of times I made a video about that, taking the lady home from the Family Dollar on 7 Mile in Wyoming, up the street. And she didn't know where she lived at. All she could tell me was what her son's car looked like in the street that she lived on. She didn't know what her main street was, side street was, or nothing like that. And she was walking home and she was walking the wrong way down 7 Mile towards the east side. She was telling me to go past Livernois and shit. She was almost taking me to John R. She lived all the way up here off of Myers. So, I pick and choose when to help people. And something was just telling me yesterday not to help this old lady, and I've never had that happen. Like an old person, don't help an old person? Are you serious? But something yesterday was telling me, like, no, don't help her. Y'all done heard me make videos. I done helped people from the grocery store, down the street, anything. I help people all the time. But this particular old lady, God told me, like, no, keep it pushing. And that's what the fuck I did. And I hope she made it to her destination safely. But I'm hearing like sometimes you can't help everybody because you won't make it to your destination safely. And I just couldn't let her in the car with us. I just could not, old or not. I'm sorry. It was something I couldn't do. Mm-mm. They'll pay you when I get there, huh? They'll pay me when I drop you off. Who is they? And why they can't come get you? Mm-mm. Oh hell no! But I forgot all about that until just now, and I felt so bad leaving her in the middle of Wyoming. But it only lasted for a few seconds because I was making my way downtown with the quickness. Because, baby, I'm sorry, but you can't jeopardize me and my kids up in this motherfucker. Mm. That's making me think about my virtual cousins, my soul family. I love to watch the channel Journey to Soul, and she has did a video the other day. She's talking about not a karmic on Plan Z. Like, damn, you went through Plan A, B, C, D, all the way through the alphabet, and you on Plan Z. I'm hearing Plan Z is send the old lady to set you up. You gonna think she's so nice and innocent and delicate and sweet. As soon as I had to drop her off or let her in that motherfucking car, it could have been an issue, a problem. Old ladies carry concealed weapons, pepper spray, they stab, and every fucking thing. Cause my grandma, she didn't play that shit. My grandma kept a gun. Yes, the fuck she did. Right in the top drawer of her dresser. Yes, she did. She kept it. She kept shit in her purse too. So I know old people. Mm-mm. Been a yanked the fucking belt around my neck, get to choking me up in that bitch. Hit girl, girl. Then I have to do that thing when you let the seat back. When you let the seat back, you got to get up out of. I know y'all seen that motherfucking video where the instructor was telling people what to do if somebody choking you from the behind and how you let your seat back and get out of it or whatever. And the man tried to do it, and then the next thing we know, we were seeing his obituary because the seat wasn't the manual one. It was the kind you got an automatic, and it was automatically going back slow. But the manual ones, we just be like, I would have been in that bitch manually going back on her old ass, trying to beat the fuck out of her. That's so funny to me. Do y'all see how I don't ever get bored? I be too busy entertaining myself. This shit is too funny. I'm thinking about that right now. Like I'm in the house basically by myself, and I'm just cracking the fuck up. That is so funny. But yeah, sorry, old lady, because that's like the first time I ever turned down helping an old person. Oh my god. Oh, except the old man who I seen fall when I was driving down East 7 Mile, and I seen him fall. Like he was drinking, he was drunk, he was old as fuck. And I seen him leaning over as I was at the red light. And by the time the light turned green and I started pulling off, he actually fell They just made everyone evacuate the building. Hold on. Let me text my kids. But he had fell. And I got up out of the car and I rushed over to everyone gotta leave, but I don't know why the whole school. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Anyway, I had picked the man up and got him off the ground and he asked me if I could take him home, but I couldn't take him home because he smelled too much like piss. Like his pants was dripping piss. And I was like, sorry, sir, I can't take you home. I could call you an Uber or anything like that, but baby, you can't get up in this motherfucker. Okay, let me get off of here. Damn, I wanted to talk about something else, but I got to get off here because my son is saying that they have to evacuate the building and everybody has to leave. And I don't, know. I just got off the phone with the teacher. Now my son is saying the whole school is getting evacuated and everybody got to leave. Bye, y'all. I gotta call to see what the fuck going on. Cause Lex, she not at school. She at a field trip or a high school. All right, bye.